The title of this poem is Black Studies. I wish there were more black people here to hear it. This is a poem that comes out of the experience of really beginning to center in on what black studies are all about. Perhaps what any studying of who we are is all about. The first part. A chilled wind sweeps the high places. On the ground I watch bearers of wood, carved in the image of old and mistaken gods, labor in search of weapons against the blind dancers who balance great dolls upon their shoulders as they scramble over the same earth, searching for food. In a room on the 17th floor, my spirit is choosing. I am afraid of speaking truth. In a room on the 17th floor, my body is dreaming. It sits, bottom pinned to a table, eating perpetual watermelon inside my own head, while young girls assault my door with curse rags, stiff with their mother's old secrets, covering up their new promise with old desires, no longer their need, with old satisfactions they never enjoyed. Outside my door they are waiting with questions that feel like judgments when they are unanswered. The palms of my hands have black marks running across them. So are signed the makers of myth who are sworn through our blood to give legends children will come to understand, to speak out living words like this poem that knits truth into fable, to leave my story behind, though I fall through cold wind, condemned to nursing old gods for a new heart, deathless and without color, while my flesh is covered by mouths whose noise keep my real wants secret. I do not want to lie. I have loved other tall young women deep in their color, who now crawl over a bleached earth bent into question marks, ending a sentence of men who pretended to be brave. Even this can be an idle defense, protecting lies I am trying to reject. But I am afraid that the mouths I feed will turn against me, will refuse to swallow in the silence I am warning them to avoid. I am afraid they will kernel me out like a walnut, extract the nourishing seed as my husk stains their lips with the mixed colors of my pain. While I sit, choosing a voice in which my children hear my prayers above the wind, they will follow the black roads out of my hands, unencumbered by the weight of my guilty secrets, unencumbered by the weight of my remembered sorrows. They will use my legends to shape their own language and make it ruler, measuring the distance between my hungers and their own purpose. I am afraid that they will discard my most ancient nightmares, where the fallen gods became demon instead of dust. Just before light, devils woke me, trampling my flesh into fruit that would burst in the sun, until I came to despise every evening, fearing strange gods at the fall of each night. And when my mother punished me by sending me to bed without my prayers, I had no names for darkness. I do not know whose words protected me, whose tales or tears prepared me for this trial on the 17th floor. I do not know whose legends blew through my mother's furies. but somehow they fell through my sleeping lips like the juice of forbidden melons, and the little black seeds were sown throughout my heart like closed and waiting eyes. And although demons rode me until I rose up a child of morning, deep roads sprouted over the palms of my hidden fists, dark and growing. Part 3. Chill wind swirls around the high, blank places. It is the time when the bearer of hard news is destroyed for the message when it is heard. A.B. is a poet who says our people fear our own beauty has not made us strong enough to survive victory. But he too has written his children upon women, I hope with love. I bear mine alone in the mouth of the enemy, upon a desk on the 17th floor, swept bare by cold winds, bright as neon. Part 4. Their demon father rode me just before daylight. I learned his tongue as he reached for my hands at dawn, before he could touch the palms of my hands to devour my children. I learned his language. I ate him and left his bones mute in the noon sun. Now all the words in my legend come garbled except anguish. Visions of chitlings I never ate strangle me in a nightmare of leaders. At crowded meetings to study our problem, I move, awkward and ladylike, through 4 centuries of unused bathtubs that never smile, not even an apologetic grin. I worry on nationalist holidays, make a fetish of lateness with limp, unbelieved excuses, shunning the use of pronouns as an indirect assault, and what skin I have left unbetrayed by scouring, uncovered by mouths that shriek but do not speak my real wants, glistens and twinkles, blinding all beholders. But I just washed them, Mommy. Only the black marks on my hands itch and flutter, shredding my words, and wherever they fall, the earth springs up denials that I pay for. Only the dark roads over my palms wait for my voice to follow. The chill wind is beating down from the high places. My students wait outside my door, searching, condemning, listening for what I am sworn to tell them, for what they least want to hear, clogging the only exits from the 17th floor, begging in their garbled language beyond judgment or understanding, "Oh, speak to us now, Mother, for soon we will not need you, only your memory teaching us questions." Stepping into myself, I open the door and leap groundward, wondering, what shall they carve for weapons? What shall they grow for food?